As the blue Zerg, we have a look at TLO. He's down 0-1 against Root ViBe, the WCS champion of the United States of America.
Yeah, and I like that ViBe has been doing this while still performing well in NASL, just showing that, you know what, they can compete at the highest levels. And ViBe's just been, it's just great. You know, ViBe plays incredibly quick. One time I saw his APM before, you know, they nerfed the APM rated the charts. Yeah. He one time hit 3,000 in early spam. What? Now say what you want.
I'm gonna
about spamming. No, about spamming.
Okay.
But hitting just hitting 3,000
I know.
was absurd. I still have that replay.
I know, that's almost Dongre Goose EA PM.
That's almost what happens when Dongre Goose uses his left hand only, right?
Dude, you saw that stuff on MLG? 500 APM during...
Sustained. It was like over a 10, 15 second period. And everyone's like, yeah, like trying to rationalize it. But say what you want, man. That's still pretty darn fast.
That is insane. And if you actually... Like, I only watch the player cams. These players are playing so efficiently. ViBe, the whole WCS, was spamming, yes, but I don't think he was spamming that much. He looked so great during the whole WCS. I can't wait to see what we see of him in the coming, you know, weeks or months. I really feel like he's going to get another big win and probably do very well at WCS worldwide.
I completely agree. Now, let's focus a little bit on the build. You see both players did go for that quick hatchery, and you know, TLO did end up going 15-6. Now, ViBe squeezed out his pool just a little bit earlier, but he got his gas significantly later, and this is to saturate. But this also makes you a little bit safer against openings. I know players like Revival from TSL like doing his sleep. Also experiments with this build a lot in ZVZ. And I think it's just, even though you tweak it very different, you're like, what does 1 or 2 drones really make the difference in terms of gas timing and whatnot? But again, it just gives you a little bit more flexibility. And you can see ViBe's able to squeeze out that speed pretty quickly. But TLO's been saving a ton of his gas. Oh my goodness. In fact, you know, I was going to comment because TLO got his gas a lot quicker. I was wondering what he's going to do with his gas, but he's now up to 200.
Yeah,
wow.
Really interesting, right? Now, Baneling Nest is going to go down here, but probably, most likely, we are going to see a super early Roach Rush. And ViBe should get in here. Now, there's a couple key things. Oh, wow, Metabolic Boost has just started so clutch. But he should see that, hey, there's a lot of gas being harvested right there.
Yeah,
but I was going to say, like, you should see the Metabolic Boost not being made at this point, and that's like an instant cue. It's like, okay, well, my opponent is going for some sort of, you know, Zergling, Baneling. But now, like, that he started that, he could still switch over to Roaches pretty seamlessly.
Yeah, and ViBe keeping that Zergling alive will be good, because he's going to try to double back, and the Queen's going to try to deny it.
He has to, because
he canceled it already, and he's trying to deny it. Oh! A quick layer.
What is going on?
Is this like the sickest Muta Rush of all time?
I think
from
so.
TLO?
Or it could be, you know, what is that unit?
The Infestor?
No, it could be Infestor. It could be something like that. Nidus Worm.
Nidus
Worm.
But if you have a Nidus with no Zerglings with speed, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose?
Oh, you would think so.
And ViBe is just going to go on the counter-aggression.
I don't know, bro.
Aggression front.
I don't know what's going on.
Tilo already knows what's coming. He's just going to evacuate immediately, realizing he has no business trying to defend. He has to defend with only Queens. Tilo trying to return the treatment. Queen defense in exchange for Zergling Baneling aggression. Now ViBe.
Spine crawlers are defending the wrong place, though. At this point, I think I would be pretty confident just holding back with Banelings, not actually doing anything. Making a couple more and threatening the ramp. Once I threaten the ramp, obviously a lot of good things can happen from that.
Ooh, ooh, Tilo 1 Queen. He's trying to bait out some of the units. Oh, and does manage to pick off one of the Banelings. Yeah. And Tilo is starting that Spire. Where is he starting the Spire, though?
Right here, right here.
Right. Oh, very cleverly. And you can see immediately that ViBe is just going to fall back, getting double Evo Chamber. And just kidding, Roach Warren and Evo Chamber. They look very similar.
Yeah, this should be a cue, though, for ViBe. Like, something is up. I saw you invest in so much gas, and then I go to the bottom of the ramp, and you completely evacuate. You don't even try defending it, so you're hiding something. It could be Roaches. It could be an alarming number of Roaches, but at the same time, it could also be Mutas. It could be Infestors. It could be Nidus Networks. It could be Hydras.
Nah.
It
Wait for Heart of the
It
Swarm.
could be Hydras.
in like 6 months, it's like,
yeah,
could be
Hydras
the
are
sickest Broodlord rush of all time. It's like, I got only Zerglings and Roaches, man.
No, dude. What's gonna happen is like one player goes Mutas, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna rush to Hive Tech so I can kite Mutas with my Hydras. That's what it's going to be.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Insane, bro. 7 Mutas on the way out though, right now, and 8 Mutas, excuse me. And this is obviously going to catch ViBe way off guard. Let's look at the units tab. 4 Queens out in the field for the wrong person, TLO. 2 Queens out in the field for ViBe. No sight of anti-air. He's taking his 3rd base. He's probably going to die here.
There's a high likelihood. Ooh, the Overlord spots the Mutalisk, so he knows what's up.
Instantly. A ton of Spore Crawlers are not being placed.
Well, he got 2 in production.
2. He has 1,000 minerals right now.
Oh, yeah, but he's got a lot of excessive amounts of minerals, just like you're saying. We see the Queen's about to get picked off immediately. The Infestation Pit's only about halfway down. TLO just has to target down that Spore Crawler. This is so annoying to deal with if you're ViBe and you realize at this point, oh no, he's getting, he's not even canceling those spores. He's just taking that mineral damage as if he's killing the drone. 2 extra drones actually in addition to that. TLO's Mutalisk, one does drop, but he's doing some great harassment damage. And as a result, TLO is now able to really focus on what he wants to do best. So he's going to get Burrow and +1 missile attacks, which means he's going to eventually get his own Roaches out. It's a very clever switch. He's not going to invest too much into Mutas, and he's just going to use it enough to force his opponent out of position and switch directly back into a mid-game army.
Look at this. ViBe is going to finish the top left-hand corner. That will actually be a little bit risky in my opinion because he has to send Queens over there. And through this whole time, ViBe doesn't know if his opponent is reinvesting in Mutas. So finishing this, I think, is super, super risky because he was banking on his Queens being able to actually defend against everything. But now, of course, he might actually lose his Queen. Oh, never mind.
No, he transfused.
Oh, I forgot. Queens are really, really good. Sorry.
Well, hopefully you don't forget that Roaches are really strong, especially since you have 7 Zerglings and 6 Banelings. And this is just ViBe caught with his pants down and given a wedgie while getting noogied and someone twisting his nipples. Like, it's just like the most ridiculous scenario ever. TLO fighting Queens with Roaches, and he's going to bring in Mutas to also pick off the Banelings. Very nice job indeed. And what a clutch play from TLO to burrow his Roaches, the ones that were weak immediately as soon as the Infestors come in. And after the Infestors use their energy, he unburrows. And TLO, regardless of what happened, has done significant damage.
But ViBe, through all of this, look at the supplies. 97 to 113, and he still somehow keeps the top left. What, are you kidding me, ViBe? You are absolutely playing amazing. And look at this, he will get picked off. The Mutas are going to die here. That was a pretty heavy investment of gas that was allocated towards those Mutas. Now, he did kill a lot, but I have to say, I think ViBe is ahead in this position. Dare I say it, just because the Infestors didn't really die. Yes, the Roaches are doing a lot of damage here, but ViBe has plenty of units to go around.
Well, it's hard to say because ViBe did lose all his Queens, and he is down in drones up until just now. And, you know, upgrades are about the same.
Yeah.
So with that,
it's the Infestors, man. Think, you invest your gas into Mutas. I invest them into Infestors. Your Mutas die, mine don't. I obviously have a clear win. I have a clear advantage, I should say.
Well, I am going to say that TLO and ViBe are on equal footing right now, just because ViBe was, even though he's stabilized at his 30, he's not going to be able to hold on to this. And he does keep his Infestors, but it's going to be a tall order to hold against these amount of Roaches. ViBe should know what's coming. He should have vision of that. And is he going to be prepared? No, he's way out of position.
Yeah.
And this is going to cost dearly. Oh, the Infestor that pops immediately.
It's going to hurt, but another round of Roaches are going to come in here trying to pick off ViBe's natural, or anything he could pick off in ViBe's natural. Obviously, they get intercepted very easily. Now, it's fungal growth. Oh my god, these Infestors! What are they doing?
They don't have energy. Actually, yeah, in fact, they're just short of his 72, 73 energy. Oh, that is so hurtful. ViBe was trying to get in position, was not able to control the Infestors just in time. And as a result, those are heavy, heavy losses. Now TLO, if it wasn't ahead before, he is now.
Yes. Glio Reconstitution is just now started for ViBe, which is the Roach speed. He really, really needs that if he wants to secure his third base. And, you know, just like that, I mean, losing all of these infestors are pretty damaging. You can go pretty far with just having a high infestor count. You can drop the third and say, okay, I still have the composition advantage on you. You can have, you know, an extra 2 gas or maybe 2 minutes longer than me or 3 minutes longer than me. That's it. My infestors should be able to carry me towards that mid game. Unfortunately for him, he kind of sacrificed them.
Yeah, I think TLO at this point, he just has to play very calm. You can see that's why he's trying to expand slowly. I like the incorporation that ViBe trying to do of setting some changes to see the count of roaches for his opponent, but the fact is, TLO just has a huge amount of units out. You can see Roach Speed just finishing up for ViBe while getting his Hydra stem, but that's again just going to put him a cycle behind his opponent. TLO's going to be able to squeeze out Hydras eventually, and as soon as he's able to incorporate that into his army, the DPS is going to be outrageous. Now TLO doesn't have that many infestors, but regardless, he's just got so much more army. 127 army to 94. And if TLO attacked right now, can ViBe hold it? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I mean, he is getting a couple infestors to help out, but the roaches are out of position. Look at this. He's going to lose all of them. Bye-bye.
And ViBe doesn't have Burrow either. That's quite unfortunate. TLO even bringing an Overseer just in case, but he doesn't even need it. And TLO's also got Glio. Oh, sorry, he's got Glio Constitution. He's also got Tunneling Claws in case he wants to really wear off the fungals just with the sheer amount of units. Gonna run by the third while attacking the natural, splitting his roaches to make sure he does not get caught by fungals. Great moves, but a huge fungal also in the back ranks. It doesn't matter though. ViBe is getting absolutely destroyed at the third as well. Lots of Infestitarians being dropped, but TLO just may have way too many units. More reinforcements are coming out. And as you can see, TLO is backing off at the natural just to get a little bit better position concave. But again, these roaches have served a great purpose because at the third, TLO is losing, or sorry, ViBe is losing too many units.
Yep, and that being said, he now has to pull a lot of drones over here. Now the Hydras are out, that helps with the DPS quite a bit, but ViBe knows he's behind. GG gets called out. TLO will take game number 2. Very well played by TLO,
yes,
might I add. I really like that build, man.
Interesting.
I really like that build.
Faking speed and rushing for your gas and able to get layer. Now, what's so clever is that he didn't get greedy, like, oh man, I'm going to take all 4 gases because I'm going mutas. I'm just going to take 2 of my main because I know I'm going to have a hard time defending. Pull back immediately because he has a third queen. Make his spines and overall is able to stabilize. I was like, well, I was not going to break this.
Yeah.
He goes back, takes a third. These are like really logical decisions from ViBe. And I mean, it's just a great build from TLO. And of course, the fact that he caught ViBe at awkward timings because he's like, whoa, I just see mutas at a weird time. Where are these roaches coming from? All of a sudden with Tunneling Claws, it's just like, all of a sudden, this build from TLO is absolutely phenomenal for what ViBe was doing.
Yeah, not only that, we also have to point out the subtleties. Getting that metabolic boost was clutch. That was the number one thing. I love that because he got metabolic boost. A lot of lower players wouldn't actually do it. They wouldn't actually sell the fact that, hey, yeah, it's just my spawning pool going like this a little bit, but it still gives a tell to my opponent that I'm going that. And once he gets the metabolic boost, all it does is says, hey, watch out for Zergling Baneling. If he doesn't get it, it's like, oh, I got to be careful for Roach. Or, you know, quick layer timings. I have to be careful with that. I think ViBe was just too scatterbrained in that game. He couldn't figure out what his opponent was doing, and it gave a very nice advantage early on.
Yeah. So a lot of confusion from ViBe, but in the end, he gets to choose the next map, and you can tell that was a very clean executed build because TLO wanted to stay on 2 base anyways. Guys, we'll be back with game number 3, and wow, quick map choices. Daybreak will be the final battlefield site where ViBe and TLO will duke it out for their rights to this game and this series and $150. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more action from NASL.